break the matzah yachatz.
Magid, we tell the story.
Magid, we tell the story.
Rochza, we wash our hands some more.
Rochza, we wash our hands some more.
Motzi matzah, bless the matzah.
Motzi matzah, bless the matzah.
Dip the bitter herbs maror.
Dip the bitter herbs maror.
Korech, a yummy sandwich that we eat.
Korech, a yummy sandwich that we eat.
Shulchan Orech, oh doesn't dinner sound so sweet?
Shulchan Orech, oh doesn't dinner sound so sweet?
Tzafun the Afikoman.
Tzafun the Afikoman.
Barech, we bless after the meal.
Barech, we bless after the meal.
Hallel, we offer praises.
Hallel, we offer praises.
Nirtza, we finish our whole spiel.
Nirtza, we finish our whole spiel.
I was thinking of all done and also jazz hands, both.
Yeah, there's nothing like a little sign language that helps to reinforce those messages. So I'm wondering, now that we've kind of kindled your memory since it's been a year, last we did Passover, put in the chat for us, what is your favorite part of the Seder? I'm wondering, each and every one of you, every time we do Seder, maybe a little bit differently in our families, but what is your favorite part? Eating matzo ball soup, the Afikoman, lots of eating, which is good, right? It's fun. Like throughout the whole meal, we're like tasting, eating. When we find the Afikoman is really fun. Being with family is lovely. Discussions with my family, yes. Lots of good questions and answers and conversations. Finding the Afikoman seems to be one of the big ones. Being with family, the best meal, and the Hillel sandwich, yes. Chocolate Seder, that sounds pretty fun. Yes, I know often in my house we have some sweet treats we don't eat all year long, so that's nice. Charosets, it looks like. So we're celebrating birthdays today, which is right near Passover, singing Dayenu, being with family. So lots of good ideas, cooking, and really at the core of the Seder, the essence of the Seder is that we're supposed to be doing things in a way that seems really different than we normally do, right? It doesn't feel like a dinner that we have every night. And when we do things that are a bit strange or unfamiliar, we haven't done in a long time, oftentimes we may have questions like, why are we doing this? Or what is this about? And that is the essence of Passover Seder. It's about asking questions. And we know that there are special roles for the children, that we need children to participate in the Seder, to ask questions, to give us a chance to fulfill the mitzvah of telling the story. And so we ask questions not just in a sing-song, normal, bland way, but we actually sing the questions. Cantor, are we ready?
I'm ready. I'm always ready. All right, here we go. I'm going to read them in Hebrew. Do we have English too, I think? Yeah, you'll help me out. Ma nishtana halayla hazeh mikol halelot, mikol halelot. Do you want to read the English kind of interspersed?
Yes, I can do that.
Great.
Why is this night different from all other nights?
Shebechol halelot anu ochlin chametz umatzah, chametz umatzah. Halayla hazeh, kulo matzah. Halayla hazeh, kulo matzah. And so on all other nights, we eat either leavened bread or matzah, but on this night, only matzah. Next question. Shebechol halelot anu ochlin she'ar yirakot, she'ar yirakot. Halayla hazeh, maror, maror. Halayla halayla hazeh maror, maror. Rabbi?
So on all other nights, we can eat really all kinds of vegetables. But why tonight do we eat especially bitter herbs and vegetables? Did you see that face?
Yeah, I wonder
Bitter.
what face we all make when we eat
Right.
those
Do
bitter
your
herbs.
best bitter face.
Okay, next question. שבכל הלילות אין אנו מטבילין אפילו פעם אחת. אפילו פעם אחת. הלילה הזה שתי פעמים. הלילה הזה שתי פעמים.
On all other nights, we don't dip stuff really. So why on this night do we dip stuff twice?
שבכל הלילות אנו אוכלים בין יושבין ובין מסובין. בין יושבין ובין מסובין. הלילה הזה כולנו מסובין. הלילה הזה כולנו מסובין.
On all other nights, we can eat either sitting up or reclining. But why on this night do we recline?
All right. Miss Stephanie.
So, as we start to think about answering those questions, we think about what kind of learners might be around our Seder table, right? We all learn in different ways. And even in the time of the rabbis, there were different kinds of learners and people who learned in different ways. And so the rabbis describe 4 kinds of children, each with a different learning style. And these children remind us to recognize and honor our differences in everything we do, including how we celebrate the Seder, right? The answers to those questions are different depending on who's asking them. Some children will ask with curiosity. They'll say things like, what is the meaning of the rules and the laws that God commanded us? And so to those children, we reply by describing all of the customs and the laws of Passover in as much detail and with as much explanation as that child wants, right? We want to answer all of their questions. Some children will defiantly challenge, why do you celebrate Passover? Right? Because there's that you in there. They're not really sure that they want to be part of what's going on. They want to be part of the celebration. So for them, we can explain that we celebrate because God took our people out of slavery. We can also invite them in. And we can point out that if they include themselves, instead of setting themselves apart, that they can share in our joy and our freedom. So that's 2 kinds of children. Some children may not get all the details, but they know that something different is happening. And they'll say, what's going on? Or what's happening? Can you tell me the story? They know it's a celebration, but they don't know all the details. And for these children, we can respond gently that God freed us from slavery and took us out of Egypt. And some children will not recognize that anything unusual is happening, right? They might not know what questions to ask. They might just be overwhelmed by everything that's going on. And that's okay too. We can use creative ways to help them understand, and we can help them learn the Passover story and how it fits into their lives. And when we do this, we help all of these children understand what God did for all of us when our ancestors were freed from slavery in Egypt.
Thank you, Miss Stephanie. And so now we're going to do some fun singing of some of my favorite Passover songs. And this first one, called Pharaoh, Pharaoh, goes like this. let my people go. Yeah, 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 baby. Pharaoh, Pharaoh. You can put some claps in there. Oh, baby, let my people go. Yeah, 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 baby. A burning bush told me just the other day that I should go to Egypt and say, it's time to let my people be free. Listen to God if you won't listen to me. Saying, Pharaoh, Pharaoh. Oh, baby, let my people go. Yeah, 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 baby. Pharaoh, Pharaoh. Oh, baby, let my people go. Well, me and my people go into the Red Sea with Pharaoh's best army coming after me. I took my staff, put it in the sand, and all of God's people walked on dry land, saying, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh, baby, let my people go. Yeah, 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 baby, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh, baby, let my people go. Well, Pharaoh's army was a-coming too. So what do you think that God did do? Have me take my staff and clear my throat. And all of Pharaoh's army did the dead man's float, saying, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh, baby, let my people go. Yeah, 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 baby, Pharaoh, Pharaoh. Oh, baby, let my people go. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So we all know what happened after Pharaoh was told to let the people go, that we have all sorts of plagues, right? All these terrible things happen to try to convince the Pharaoh and make life so miserable for Pharaoh and Pharaoh's people that he just had to let them go. So let's go over 10 plagues, 10 of them.
All right, so you guys have a part in this, and I'm going to teach it to you. So first we're going to count all the plagues. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. Okay, so now we're going to go through them. Blood in the water made the river run red, and you're going to go 10 plagues in Egypt land. Pharaoh should have listened to what God said. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Frogs were jumping in Pharaoh's hair. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Pharaoh didn't like it, but the frogs didn't care. 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. Creepy, crawly, itchy lice. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Mess with the Holy One, you better think twice. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Filthy flies, so dirty and vile. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Not exactly Pharaoh style. 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. Cattle and the horses and the oxen die. 10 plagues in Egypt land. I won't give up, oh Pharaoh cried. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Boils and blisters on his skin. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Give it up, Pharaoh, you're never gonna win. 10 plagues in Egypt land. The hail rained down from the heavens on high. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Hurt so much made Pharaoh cry. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Swarms of locusts ate the crops. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Hard-hearted Pharaoh just wouldn't stop. 10 plagues plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. We're almost to the end here. Dark descended in the light of day. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Pharaoh was lost, couldn't find his way, and neither could I. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Firstborn, the final blow. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Finally, Pharaoh let the people go. 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land.
Wow, that is quite a song.
Oh,
Quite
we
a
keep
song.
turning out the lights.
That's good. That's good. So many people in the chat talked about the Afikoman being their favorite part of the Seder. And the rabbis were really smart when they created the Seder as it was. And they knew that there had to be parts in there to keep children's interest, right? The kids sort of get bored. After you eat, you don't want to hang around. You're sort of done. And the Afikoman was a part of the service, a part of the Seder that the rabbis put in to help make sure that the kids were still paying attention and still engaged. Because without recovering the Afikoman, without finding that, the Seder can never end. And in some households, the children look for the Afikoman, and some households, the children hide the Afikoman, but in most households, there's always a prize involved. And I think that's what keeps us kind of coming and getting excited about this part of the service. And we have a special song, the Afikoman Mambo, to help remind us.
There's some important clapping here, so it's going to go like this. I'm gonna find it, clap, clap. I'm gonna find it, clap, clap. I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna find the Afikoman, clap, clap. Okay, so those are all in there, those little claps. All right, so ready? Let's try that. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna find the Afikoman. Every year at Pesach time, we eat the matzah and we drink the wine. We ask for questions one by one, but before the Seder's done, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find the Afikoman. Eat charoset and we dip karpas. We tell the story of the Exodus. The bitter herbs, they make my eyes go cross. But when I find the Afikoman, I'm the boss. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find the Afikoman. Now you can hide it on the table, hide it in a box, underneath the stairway or inside the kitchen clock. You can put it in your pocket, slip it under the TV, but you can't take the Afikoman from me. Now everyone knows the Seder's not done until we taste the Afikoman. And when I find it, I'll articulate the terms on which we shall negotiate. That is some fancy rhyming. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find the Afikoman.
Another part of the Seder that has us active and moving around is when we go to open the door for Elijah. Elijah the prophet, our tradition teaches, is one that will herald, announce the coming of a better time, a time of peacefulness. And so at every Seder, we open the door hoping that at this time of questioning and this time of challenging, that we will welcome Elijah and that we will welcome a time that will be better and sweeter and healthier and happier for everybody. This is a time of the Seder that is filled with great hope. And oftentimes it's the children that go to the door to open for Elijah. And so we're going to sing now, Elijah Rock.
All right, this is one of my favorites. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock, coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Oh, I would if I only could just stand on the rock where Moses stood, singing, 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 singing. Elijah rock, shout, shout. Elijah rock, coming up, Lord. Elijah rock, shout, shout. Elijah rock, coming up, Lord. Elijah, shout, shout. Elijah coming up, Lord. Elijah, shout, shout. Elijah coming up, Lord. The Israelites ran through the desert sun. The Egyptians followed as though they had won. But who would have guessed the biggest miracle yet? The waters of the sea parted and then they were set. The Israelites passed, Moses in the lead. Egyptians were swallowed, Israels were free. Singing, Elijah rock, shout, shout. Elijah rock, coming up, Lord. Elijah rock, shout, shout. Elijah rock, coming up, Lord. Elijah, shout, shout. Elijah coming up, Lord. Elijah, shout, shout. Elijah coming up, Lord.
We hope that you've enjoyed our kind of walk through the Seder, reminding you that the Seder is all about questions and wondering what's going on and being observant that it is a different night, and that without your voices, without your questions, the Seder falls flat. That it is up to you to notice and to ask not just the 4 questions, but when you look around or you're wondering about the holiday, to really ask whatever it is on your mind. And that leads us our way weaving through the Seder, through the order of the evening, with lots of little destinations and little pieces to pique your interest, like the Afikoman and opening the door for Elijah. We hope that your Seder is sweet, that your Seder is fun and engaging, and that your questions are more numerous than the answers that are available.
All right, well, we have one last song to sing, and this is the one where we need to channel our anger. So whatever you're just feeling, like your pent up frustration, you're going to point it all towards Pharaoh. And if you want to stand up to do this one with me, I think it's good for like some stomping. And so we're going to go, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, what are you doing? What are you doing, Pharaoh? Pharaoh, you gotta let my people go. Whew. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, what are you doing? What are you doing, Pharaoh? Pharaoh, no, 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 no. And the first thing that Pharaoh did was make us work in the hot sun. So we're going to sing, no more working in the hot sun. No more slavery. No more working in the hot sun. No, 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 no. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, what are you doing? What are you doing, Pharaoh? Pharaoh, you gotta let my people go. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, what are you doing? What are you doing, Pharaoh? Pharaoh, no, 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 no. And the next thing was that we never had enough food, and so we're going to sing, no more hungry bellies, no more slavery, no more hungry bellies, no, 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 no. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, what are you doing? What are you doing, Pharaoh? Pharaoh, you gotta let my people go. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, what are you doing? What are you doing, Pharaoh? Pharaoh, no, 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 no. Wishing everyone a really happy Passover, and fill your hungry bellies with some yummy Passover food, and some, maybe get creative with your matzah this year. What are you going to put on your matzah pizza, And I'm going to turn it over to Stephanie.
Thank you, Cantor. Thank you, Rabbi Silk. Thank you, everyone, for being with us here this afternoon. We hope you have a wonderful Pesach. We will be on Passover break starting after classes today. We have regular class today, but starting after class, well, and we have B'nai classes tomorrow. So we will be on Passover break starting on Sunday through Sunday, April 4th. And regular classes will resume that Tuesday, April 6th. And we wish you all a joyous Passover and Chag Sameach, and we look forward to seeing you all again soon. At this time, those of you with 5:30 small group Hebrew should go on to class, and everyone else should go ahead and leave the meeting, and we will see you again soon. Chag Sameach, happy Pesach, everyone.